I am shocked Tom Fitzgerald said this. It has major implications for the New Jersey Devils roster, and that includes Nate Bastian and Justin Dowling. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Devils Digest. I'm your host, Ryan the Goose Gosiker, here with you, bringing you the latest, greatest Devils content possible, off-season edition, as the Devils are out golfing in Cancun and no longer in the 2024-2025 postseason, so it's a little upsetting. But nonetheless, we've got some great content to talk about because yesterday, Tom Fitzgerald and head coach Sheldon Keefe had their exit interviews. And boy, oh boy, did they bring the boom. But first, I want to let you be a subscriber here to Devils Digest. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get right into the show. Now, Devils fans, again, as I mentioned, it's kind of stir the pot season, right? It's who's coming, who's going, this, that, and the other thing. I got to kind of stop it all and reel it back in because Tom Fitzgerald said something yesterday that really bothered me. And that's, one of the best parts about Devils Digest and this platform is that if something irks you, you can go out and make a video about it. So that's what I'm going to do today because Tom Fitzgerald said something to me that is just, it's aggravating. It makes me want to crush a soda can with my bare hands, with it full. Like, he upsets me to no end with a statement like this one he made at his exit interview. I banged my head against the wall every day wondering what is depth scoring. You didn't bang your head against the wall wondering what are taxes or how do we save the world. Instead, he was banging his head about what is depth scoring. You know what? Today, we'll get into a little bit of it, but let's go into what depth scoring is not. It is not Dawson Mercer, okay, although a solid year, 36 points, still not taking the leap you want. And when Jack Hughes goes out, it should be no question that Dawson Mercer should already be vying for center 2 reps, and maybe we can push Jack out to the wing a little bit. Nonetheless, Dawson Mercer have to continue to rise. He has a solid season, okay? Still wanted him to get that 20-goal plateau, okay? And would love to see him get to 20 assists. Maybe a 2020 season from him is on the horizon. But okay, maybe step 1 not as terrible, right? Erik Haula, let's go to him. 11 goals and 10 assists. The guy didn't score for 3 months. Do we forget that? Oh, I know. He looked so much better as the season continued to go on. And, he finally started to pick it up come playoff time. Well, guess what? You couldn't tell me whether it was me or Erik Haula in the lineup for about 3.5 months, okay, when he didn't score from Thanksgiving until a certain point in the season. So that's not depth scoring. Oh, and by the way, he's under contract for next year. Now, depth scoring also does not look like this. Although Paul Cotter did have a career high in goals for the season, it is something that he's got to be better. Paul Cotter takes a lot of dumb penalties, okay, and it's very frustrating when you watch the game and you know the offensive skill set. Sheldon Keefe talked about it in his exit press conference, but he's got to put it together. And you see he's 25, next year he'll be 26. He's starting to hit his quote-unquote athletic prime. He's got to change the way he plays. He plays very recklessly, okay? But the offensive skill set is there. I think Paul Cotter is a piece that they can continue to build around. Not around, but around in the bottom 6. I think he has the talent to be a very good depth piece. You know what depth scoring looks like? Not this. Look at this. 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points in the entire season, almost 60 games played. Okay, that's a point every 6 games. Okay, that's not depth scoring. I can promise you that. Okay, I mean, just look at it. -4, the ice time's not even 11 minutes. He shoots 9.1% on the team. This is what depth scoring does not look like. Okay, and you know what? Depth scoring doesn't look like this either. Okay, usually you can sit there and you say, well, Dowling got called up for this. Nope, Nico was hurt and Jack was hurt for substantial time throughout the course of the season. He played 52 games with this team and scored 2 goals. Only 2 goals more than I scored for the New Jersey Devils this season with 5 assists, 34 total shots, 29 giveaways, okay, a -6 on the season. And then we've got one more candidate, and that's Kurtis MacDermid. 23 games, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, 7 shots, 9 giveaways to 1 takeaway, a -5, and his ice time isn't even 6 minutes a game. That's impossible. It should be. It should be impossible to do. You know what that stat line reminds me of? The goals, assists, points, 0-0-0. That's what, in layman's terms, in basketball terms, is the Tony Snell game. When Tony Snell went out there, no points, no rebounds, no assists, no this, that, or the other thing. Kurtis MacDermid did nothing for this team. Nothing. And he got a multi-year contract last year. So, whatever Tom Fitzgerald is banging his head against the wall, it maybe starts with those guys. Okay, again, we're still waiting for that Dawson Mercer, but how many years can you wait? And you heard Fitzgerald say it in the press conference, it's not good enough. This team will not look the same next year. It's not good enough. Now, Gritsuk is here. Lenny, I'm not even going to try to say his last name right now. We'll have to figure that one out through the summer. He just signed his ELC. Okay, 3-year ELC. Gritsuk was a 1-year. Okay, we kind of figured that one because I think Gritsuk is supposed to be on this roster next year. So look for him to be a part of that depth. Okay, I know some people already have him slotted in the top 6. I don't believe that. I think coming in, he's got to earn his way, and he'll be with those bottom 6 guys like Paul Cotter and stuff like that. So listen, Tom, I get it. You could just say that your bottom 6 wasn't good enough. Okay? You don't have to come out with this pity party of, I've been banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what depth scoring actually is. Because guess what? I'm dumber than Tom is. And I know what depth scoring is. Okay? And it ain't the guys that I listed, and it ain't the guys that filled in for the guys that I listed. Okay? The Devils need a real bottom 6. Right? Remember, guys, a guy like Stefan Nason was not supposed to be playing in the top 6 this year. Okay? He was supposed to be the big body in front on the power play 1, and he was supposed to help their depth. Because of injuries and lack of play, he's had to play up on this team. Okay? So the Devils need to sit back. They need to, any of those guys that I mentioned that are free agents, got to go. Okay? Dawson Mercer has been talked about in a potential Quinn Hughes trade. Okay, so that's very important to watch. Okay, a guy like Haula, I'm sure he's going to be around next year. Doug, I don't know what switch you flipped. It needs to stay flipped up from game 1. Okay, we can't have this. He goes 3.5 months without scoring, and then all of a sudden he has a good, 8 to 10 game stretch, and it's like, well, I mean, look, man, he's back. No. We need that more consistently. The Devils need consistency out of this bottom 6, okay? As I've always said, to be in the bottom 6, I don't need you to be great at everything. Because if you're great at everything, you're not in the bottom 6. You're in the top 6 and probably on the top line. Guys like Jack Hughes, Jesper, Bratt, all that kind of stuff. What I need you to do is I need you to be really good at one thing, and I need you to do that exceptionally well. Okay? Exceptionally well. All right, Kurtis MacDermid doesn't do anything but fight. And I don't even think he got in that many fights this year. So what you were good at, you didn't do. Okay, I know Bastian's defensive numbers were good, but he didn't do anything offensively. Nothing. Cotter, you're a really good puck handler. You're the team shootout guy, this, that, and the other thing. Cool. Be really great at that. Stop being reckless. Okay, because it's halting the other part of your game that is ready to take off. Okay? It's just that simple. Justin Dowling. We need something. We need something, man. Like, if you're not going to score, okay, you're going to say, well, I'm not a scorer. You got to be dominating the faceoff circle. Okay? 55% and above. Okay? If that's what you can contribute to this team, hey, man, I'm not a great goal scorer. I'm probably not going to generate a ton of chances, but hey, man, I'll win you that faceoff if Nico's out for a night or Jack's hurt again. And Nico needs a break, okay? Then do it well. That's all I ask, okay? So, Tom, if you're listening, which, I mean, could you imagine if Tom Fitzgerald is actually listening to this right now? If you are listening, for the love of God, it doesn't look like the guys you currently had, okay? I'll stop your head from banging against the wall about what is depth scoring. whatever it is, it ain't what you had this year. And he said it. This team's not going to be the same next year because this year was not good enough. I think we can all agree to that as Devil fans. So, rant over, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you for tuning in here on Devil's Digest. I'm Ryan the Goose Gosiker. Catch up on all our content on the page. It's a blast, man. Working with Aiden Barrett. He does an excellent job. He's been carrying the load the last week or so. I've been away for the weekend, last weekend, and so he's just been a rock star doing all this content and everything like that. So, and do us a favor. Do us both a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Come on. We want more subscribers, and we want you included. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Thank you for listening, watching, whatever you're doing, however you're consuming this content. It has been a blast, and we will catch you next time. Leave us a comment. What do you think? What does the Devils' bottom six look like next year? Let us know. We'll catch you next time on Devil's Digest.